Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. I'm so happy that you're here, and I am going to start off with a monthly overview reading for the month of October. I'm using the Light Seers Tarot, and this is by Chris Ann. Gemini can be your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign. Maybe it's a Mars or Venus placement. Anywhere you have Gemini in your chart, this reading might be something that resonates for you. So while I'm doing one more shuffle, tune into your energy, tune into your intuition, seek the guidance from your heart space, from your deepest parts of your soul. Invite your protection, angels, spirit guides, God, however it is that you like to, cover yourself in protection. Bring that energy here as well. It's always welcome. I have a Celtic cross spread in mind, and I'm not going to do the reversals. We're just going to look at the upright versions, just the general energy of the card itself. So looking for the first card out to be the current energy for the month of October for Gemini. Looking for Gemini's current energy or monthly energy, just an overall theme of October. What do we have? Gemini. We have the Queen of Cups. It's really nice. Challenging that Knight of Pentacles. I'm going to lay them out and then we'll come back and talk. On your mind, Five of Pentacles. That has been a common card. This reads, these set of reads. What's the previous recent past is the Fool energy, Aries. What is the bottom of the spread, down in the soul area, Ace of Swords. And to move in the future, Six of Swords. So a lot of air energy for you, Gemini. Your strong suit. Going to keep these face down until we get there. And at the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands. So an inspiring, passionate, somebody in your life. This can be you or this can be someone else. Just inspirational, lighting up the room when they walk in, making everybody turn heads. Either that's you or that's someone in your life that, they're stare worthy. When they talk, everybody stops and listens to them. They're leaders, they're influencers. They are lit up. They've got their beautiful magical cat beside them. They've got their hand raised to the heavens with their wand, holding onto that wand, and their other hand is this expression of creation. They're always creating something. They're always lit up. They're always doing something cool that you want to be a part of. And so this is you doing this or someone else is doing this. Either way, there's just this exciting energy going on for the month of October. So I think that is a really awesome way to start off. Gemini, let's look at the heart here. In the heart of the spread is the Queen of Cups. So you could have a water sign in your life, a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So very much like the Queen of Wands, it's the feminine expression of the suit. And it's the Queen of Wands at the bottom of your deck, but in the center of your reading is the feminine expression of the cup suit, which is the embodying of nurturing, loving, receiving. It's anything that a feminine does, receives, absorbs. So this can be your empath. This can be you as an empathic type. This can be you as psychic, intuitive, creative, imaginative, sitting literally, in the water. And the water always represents emotions. It always represents feelings. It's always what we're in the thick of. This Queen of Cups can handle it. They absorb it, and they not only absorb, but they transmute. So they feel, and that's how they heal. They feel it, they heal it, and they move it out. so that they can transform the energy into what they want it to be. And that's the highest forms of vibrations and frequencies. So they're in that powerful manifestation energy of anything of the heart space. So I love how her cup is just floating on the water, because she's so, and I'm saying she because it's a she in the card, but it can be for male or female. It's just that feminine expression. Um, but, so sure, so confident of their cup. They don't worry about it being lost or swept away or stomped on or spit on or broken. They are confident. They can even take their hands off the wheel, off the cup. They don't have to control it. They know what's meant for them comes to them. They don't have to over, analyze anything. Her eyes are closed. Her gaze is up towards heaven, very certain, very sure, very confident, very just that emotionally secure individual. So if that is you here in the center of your spread, starting off with this in mind, I mean, whatever else happens, I just can't imagine anything throwing this individual off, because they're so dialed in. However, conflict. What is challenging? Queen of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. This can be a person coming in, slowing down the fort, slowing down the process. Knight of Pentacles is like molasses coming out of a jar, slow as ever. So if the Queen of Cups was just rolling through, manifesting emotions, processing, healing, divinely orchestrating, here comes the Knight of Pentacles, slow as molasses, taking its sweet time to get the goals accomplished or to come in and make things happen, just slow as ever. So this is a challenge because, when we are in manifesting mode, we just know that good things are coming. We know, and we see blessings, and we are grateful, and we're just rolling through. But here comes old slowpoke Rodriguez, and slowing down the process, making things a little harder than they need to be. However, blessings are still coming. Our investments are still going to be, there's going to be an ROI, a return on investment. It's just going to take a while. So that in and of itself could be challenging. What led you here to this moment, to Queen of Cups with Knight of Pentacles challenging? The Fool. You coming into your current position with that sky's the limit attitude, with that fresh, abundant, risk taking. The Fool is not stupid. They're not actually, dumb or foolish. They could be perceived that way by the world, but they're not. They're actually very intelligent. They're actually, it's the card 0. So it doesn't even have a numeric value, which says it's the major arcana for the sign of Aries, by the way. But the numeric 0, the non-numeric value given to this card, highlights the fact that the Fool is the energy that we all have or had before we were formed. So before we were infants or embryos in our mother's womb, we were spirit energy. We were the Fool. The Fool is spirit. It is the energy that's needed before we do anything else. So first we have to be embodied with spirit, and then we can go and do our thing or have our goal or proceed with caution. But this Fool energy was the energy that led you into the month of October. So you adopted this sense of, I'm starting over, I'm starting fresh, clean slate, brand new. I'm going to remove anything that kept me from pushing forward. I'm going to take everything that jagged me up in the past, and I'm going to just see things with a fresh new positive perspective. Therefore, I'm going to get all up in this Queen of Cups energy. And even though it's going to move slowly and that's going to frustrate me at times, I am still ready to go. But on the top of your mind seems to be focusing or giving, I'm going to say giving too much time to thinking about what could go wrong and how you could be the one left out in the cold. You could be abandoned. You could be hurt. You could be left out, excluded, all of the above. That's on your mind. You're thinking that. You're wondering about it. Even though you know you have this beautiful energy in the center of your reading, you're still on your mind is what if I'm the only one on the outside of this door? What if nobody comes with me? What if nothing good happens? What if? You could what if yourself into the dirt. So be careful with this kind of thinking, is all I'm really coming at with that. This doesn't mean it's happening. It means you're thinking about it happening. In your bottom of the spread here is Ace of Swords, and it is a bright, fresh, clear sense of clarity of wow. And it's swords, so it's your realm, Gemini. I finally see things for what they really truly are. I finally see the truth. I feel the truth. There's all this sacred geometry floating around above her head and this spiral staircase, for maybe months or weeks you've been going down the stairs, and every step was a new thought and every step was a new way to process until you finally got to the center where the light clicked on, the light bulb presented itself on. That's how we need to do it. That's how we need to solve it. That's exactly the missing piece that we needed in order to turn this ship around and get sailing in the right direction. So Ace of Swords is brilliant, brilliant. And it leads you into the future, which is the Six of Swords, saying whatever is heading, whatever you're heading towards, it is going to be for your mental benefit. And that could be whoever is involved in your life as well. But you know that you have to stick yourself in your own boat and row yourself, your thoughts, your thinking mind, maybe getting rid of this fearful sense of what if I get abandoned? You need to put yourself into this ship and sail away to smoother waters. Remember, waters are your oceans. They indicate emotions. So it's sword energy in your feelings, but you know that you need to get yourself grounded and away from the rough, choppy sea. You need to move into smooth, calmer, clearer energy. Your internal energy is the Four of Cups, which is all about reevaluating. It's about, I don't know, it's kind of ho hum. It's not really any feeling. Four of Cups is kind of a sense of, I don't really care. Whatever's going on around me right now, I really don't have a dog in the fight. So you're open to suggestion, is what this really says. Your external energy, what's going on around you, the Tower, everything that you thought was upright, standing, firm, solid, your career, your family, anything can be what you thought the Tower was. And then when it crumbles, when it shakes, when it breaks apart, that's what the Tower is. So something in your life that you really thought was a sure thing, a solid structure, a firm foundation, something changes. The Tower can also be, if it's not a big change, it can just be a sudden surprise, shake up, switch of plans of, we were all set to pack up and move to Pasadena. And then stop the press. We got news No, we're not moving. It's a switch, it's a change, it's a quick, rapid, fast shock. It can be a shock. But remember, the tower doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. So, external to you, things can be out of your control. Something is shocking, something shakes things up, something is, you know, reorganizing life, but that's for your benefit. In your hopes and your fears is the world. And this is all about a whole new world. This is about the way that we've been going through life while we hope that we graduate, that we succeed, that we get handed the diploma, that this chapter that we've been in comes to a close so that the new chapter can open. It's a fear because what is on the other side? Okay, so this chapter is ending. Well, what's next? So that can produce, fear, a sense of fear. So the world energy is showing up in your hopes and fears. What I'm going to say is just congratulations, because the world does show up when a cycle is complete. So, Gemini, whatever cycle that you've been in, maybe it was just the summer, maybe it was September, October, there's a whole new cycle, whole new chapter, a cycle completing and a new cycle beginning. Your final outcome, Page of Pentacles. And very similar to our slow as molasses Knight of Pentacles, this is actually even a little less mature and a whole lot more slow, a little bit more on the naive side. This is just an opportunity presenting itself, not quite ready to start acting on or moving towards, but it's there. It can be a younger person showing up and talking about an opportunity. This can be just a very not quite ready to launch idea for investing our money, our time, our effort. Page of Pentacles is just a very fresh approach to money, our house, our health. Something in the future, your future outcome for the month of October is an opportunity that's just not quite ready to start moving or acting towards, but it's there. That's positive. Gemini, I hope this reading helped you. I am going to give you one oracle card to finish off the reading. This is the Mystic Manifesting Oracle cards. And pick one for you and read that off for you. I just want to make sure that wasn't two. It says True North. Align your decisions with Spirit's guidance to get direction. Your affirmation is, I know the way to go. So, Gemini, I hope this reading helps you in some way. I love to hear your comments. I love your feedback. If you don't mind liking, subscribing, following, sharing, any interaction with the channel really helps, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Gemini. Be blessed. Namaste.